And Alabama lawmakers will again debate whether to ban so-called divisive concepts in the classroom during the upcoming 2023 session, which begins in March.
State Capitol reporter Maddie Beertemple takes a look at one of the latest pre-filed bills.
The Divisive Concepts bill is back this year, pre-filed with 22 Republicans signed on. One of them is Representative Debbie Wood.
We need this so that we can foster a great place for our children to go to school and get their education, and that they're not being taught the things that we feel very uncomfortable for them to hear.
Among the concepts that would be banned include the idea that, quote, any individual should be asked to accept a sense of guilt based on race. Wood says she wouldn't want her granddaughter to be exposed to something like that in school.
I don't want her being taught something that makes her feel inferior, or being taught something that makes her feel like there's a reason for her to feel different than the student that's sitting next to her.
While the State Board of Education has policy prohibiting those concepts, Wood says the board can change and lawmakers want something more permanent. But Representative Chris England says this bill tries to solve a problem that doesn't exist.
Again, it's just a really bad idea. It's a really bad piece of legislation, and I quite honestly would like to leave the educating to the educators.
England says it could lead to teachers avoiding important topics out of fear they could be fired. He thinks ultimately it will limit learning and free speech.
This has a chilling effect on any sort of growth, any sort of teaching, any sort of methodology that leads to a growth of intellect for our children.
The bill allows state agencies and boards of education to, quote, discipline or terminate employees who would violate it. Now, last year, a similar version of this bill passed in the House, but didn't get voted on in the Senate. Reporting in Montgomery, Maddie Beertemple, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.